Hi, my name is Lillian Kikuvi. I am a diversity and inclusion speaker, consultant, and coach. Last week, I did an Instagram live session for Future Crunch where I shared 3 lessons that COVID-19 has taught me about adaptability. I just thought I'd share the same lessons with you today. Now, prior to this pandemic, many of us were getting our heads around our rapidly changing world thanks to things like technological disruption and climate change. Adding COVID-19 to the mix has taken uncertainty to a whole new level. So it's no surprise that many of us are feeling overwhelmed by the events of this century. This pandemic has really tested my adaptability skills. So what is adaptability? It's a form of intelligence, much like your intelligence quotient, IQ. Leaders around the world believe that it's the most important skill for the 21st century. In fact, Harvard Business Review have reported that adaptability is a new competitive advantage for businesses. People that have a high level of adaptability or have a high adaptability quotient, AQ, are able to thrive in unpredictable environments. That's why space agency NASA consider adaptability when they're recruiting the next generation of astronauts. So adaptability is just not a nice to have skill. It's actually critical to being successful in our volatile world. This pandemic has tested my AQ, but it has also given me the gift of lessons. It's taught me 3 things that I'm about to share with you today. The first lesson is perception. Now, I remember the beginning of this pandemic. I allowed myself to be sucked into the vortex of fear and panic thanks to the media, the crazy media that was all consuming. As a result, my perception was negative. Everyone around me was talking about the opportunities that exist in this crisis, but for me, I could not see anything due to my negative perception. Now, what I felt that this negative perception did for me was paralyze me from reading and responding to the signals of change served by COVID-19. My biggest frustration was not demonstrating a high level of adaptability like I have in some of my previous situations. For example, I moved from Kenya to Australia in 1999 on my own, and I've had to adapt living in Australia as a racial minority. So what this situation has taught me is that perception can be a barrier to your adaptability reflex. The other lesson that I have learned is kindness. Many of us are going through a pandemic for the first time. So this means that several governments, communities, leaders, people like you and I are flying blind just to get through the crisis. So being kind to one another and also being kind to yourself is really important in this season. I have learned new strategies to be adaptable by simply observing people, extending kindness or compassion to others. What this crisis has taught me is that kindness is not only empowering, but it's also a knowledge booster for adaptability. The third lesson that I have learned is tribe. Motivational speaker Jim Rohn famously said that you are the average of the 5 people that you spend your most time with. So these 5 people that are part of your network are a demonstration of the quality of your network, which I will refer to as tribe. Now, I have been amazed by the tribes in Australia and overseas and how they've been rallying together to support their members to go through this crisis. On a personal level, my tribe has been God sent. I am so grateful for every person that has been present and supported me through this journey. My tribe has challenged my negative perceptions. My tribe has provided love and support, but they've also given me creative ideas that have helped me see the opportunities that exist in the current crisis. As a result, I feel confident. I feel that I'm enabled to take one step at a time to be adaptable in my new world order. So what this has taught me is the quality of your tribe can supercharge your adaptability. So there you go. Those are my 3 lessons that I've learned from COVID-19. Perception, tribe, as well as kindness. All of these things have an impact on adaptability. I would love to know, how has this pandemic affected your adaptability, and what have you learned as well with regards to adaptability? So leave your comments below. Thank you.